So, axle, so I found center, okay? So I measured it, divided it in half, got the center line. So that piece you have, our axle brace, you're just gonna center up, like so, and then make sure it's flat on the ground. So that 45 we cut, and the 90 is just gonna center in, so it's gonna be just like that. And then these guys go in. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to install one of these from back here first, then I'll do this one, and then we'll screw in the axle support. Just level, just make sure these are level. Pinch them together and then push it. Perfect. Oh, did it separate? Yeah, it did. It separated. Yeah. So just hold them. If we do it with one hand, can you reach one hand like that? Just to pinch it so it doesn't slide out. Okay, just let a little pressure off. Okay, perfect. Going to put one more in down at the bottom, just to make sure it's really in there good. Okay. Yep. It's in. Okay, so now we have to, in the axle hole, yeah, we got to drill the hole through the bottom brace here, the axle post. We'll then line it up here, drill a hole through that, then do this axle post, and then that outer brace, and then we can put the wheels in. Yep. So what we'll do too, we'll lift it up, so it's off the ground. So I got some scrap wood on each side. Okay. Is it heavy? So just put that a little forward. Yeah, that's good, just so it's not in our way. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to install the wheels. We've measured up on the axle post. In this case, we're going to go up from the bottom on center, 4.2 centimeters. And depending on where you are, what the terrain's like here, it's rocky. So we've given it a little bit of extra wheel to sit down, so it's easier to maneuver. You obviously want to keep in mind the gap that you're going to have here. We're going to have about gap about that high, 3-4 centimeters or so, just to allow us to move it around. So we're going to drill those holes now. Again, we're going to go straight through, right to the outside here, and then same on that side, and same through the center here to install the axles. Good. What we can do is put the level on this. So right there. Good. That's okay, yeah. Over here, I'll support this for you. Okay. Whatever, you do what is easy for you. Yep. So we may make this hole a little bigger if we have to. The important ones are obviously these ones here, right? So we did 4.2, right? 4.2, yeah. Okay. There. Another week. Might have to bend a bit to get it up. So that'll roll. How are you sticking out there at all? Or yours is in? Okay. So then what we're going to do is just put a screw through the outside support here, just to hold it into place. So it'll go through that hole, you know what I mean? So we're gonna put a screw in just to hold that axle in place on both sides. So we've just marked out the center, the line, so we'll just drop that screw in and go from there. So then you'll see the screw come through here to hold that axle in place. to, this end needs to be flush more than that end.
Okay.
Because we have the doors and all that, right? Yeah. We'll have a wall up there, but this one's more important.
Yeah.
Can you push that corner where you're at back at all? Okay, so we screw down the floor. We're going to do a couple screws here into the axle brace as well, just to support the floor more. We're going to take our remaining two number 8 boards, attach them in here like that, and then we're going to do our upper cross brace, and then there's a small spacer that'll go up there as well. So just throw, do like 2 here. Yep, yep. Okay. So we'll do the upper back cross brace, runs from here to here, and then the back spacer as well. So if we put the spacer in first, we'll just attach it to this post, okay? So you can go ahead and put the screw in there. Same thing over here. We fell, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
So, this one?
Yeah, so that one now.
You
got it. Yep.
Good?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll trim this if we have to.
Yeah.
It might not be perfect because this piece is warped, but that'll get us really close. So the wall board is going to go in here, just like so. We're going to have this wall cross piece here, and this one like so, and then there's going to be various other wall cross pieces at a few different heights. So we'll have 3 or 4 in total, including this one. So we're just going to go and screw all that into place. Okay, so you can go ahead and put that guy in. Yep, just like that. first one, so if you measure here up, 18.4, and draw a line. You got a pen? There you go. 18.4 centimeters. Okay, on this side. Get that pencil. Pencil. Okay, and next side, you're going to measure up. Next line will be at 36.8. Okay, and then your next one is at 94. Okay, so now we'll put the cross beams into place, the wall cross pieces. This one's yeah, this one. Oh, wait. Yep. Over this side.
You want to use this one?
No, it's okay. I'll just do it on an angle.
Okay.
Get me lined up.
Yep.
Just push hard in. Okay. That's good. Hold on. Just make sure we do that right. Yeah, we actually have to have the top. This line. Yeah, this has got to be like that. Sorry. Switch sides, it'll be easier. Good. Okay. So we want the bottom part of that board, so it'll be up. So it'll rest on the bottom. Okay. Perfect, man. Good? Hit it? Good. Okay, and I'll make one patch up here. Nice. Okay. So I think now we have to cut, there's like an 8-post door. I don't think we have that piece cut. Yeah, so we'll cut that piece. Okay, so I'm just gonna check that the back end is square. Measure from this end, top left to bottom right. have 86.5 inches. And then top right, bottom left. I have the same measurement, so it's perfectly square. Okay, so we need from here to where the door is going to be, or the post for the egg door, 62.2. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Good. Now this guy, probably the easiest. Nothing. One in there. No, I can go in there. Okay. We'll do the top first. Just give me some good pressure on it. Coming through the back?
Yes.
We can hammer it. Huh? We'll just knock it with a hammer after. One more screw there. Just one of the, you know what, just a short one's fine. One of those guys. One from the other side. Okay, so you hold that plywood into place. So like that. So now the egg door we have to cut out. So I'm going to go on the inside and just trace around it. You can also measure it, but tracing it's going to be easier. Okay, yeah. Just turn it around. Let me just show what we did. Okay, so I just traced that. We're going to cut this out. We need to keep this piece because it'll be our egg door. And basically I just traced from here to here and then just extended the lines right down to the end of the sheet because it extends out to the bottom. Okay, so we'll cut that. Okay, so this is now cut out, and that's our egg door, which will hinge later to allow access to the eggs. So we'll just set that piece aside for now. I just marked it as 21A because that's the part it is. Throw that in there, and then we'll just screw this guy into place. Gotta make sure it doesn't overhang here. You're good there. This is all good. Yeah, that's good. Over here to hold it so you can let it go. So we've got to measure for the door now. So just measure that and then the vertical. So we'll measure it and then we'll take 1 centimeter off just for clearance. Okay, so I have 59.5. Yeah, so we'll do
Hello?
58.5.
Allez. Oh.
Okay, vertical. Here I have 90, 97, so we'll do 96. So now we'll go, we'll cut out that plywood out of the same material as this, and then just make sure everything works.
So we start with the plywood.
So that'll line up like that. Be able to put our hinges on it, and the siding will cover up the gaps here. So the gaps are also to allow for the siding not to catch on it itself when we're closing the door. So just measure for the siding, yeah, from there to, actually you got to go to the top of the door. So what you can do, here I'll hold it down here. If you bend that tape and then just push it in. Yeah, there you go.
101.2.
Okay, so we'll make it
1.3.
let's make it one, what is that, 1 meter and 1 centimeter? So 101, right? Yeah. Let's just make it 101 even, because it doesn't have to hit the bottom of this.
Okay.
That way we just have a little bit of play. Okay, and then what's the width here? So 101.
This is 63.
63? Okay, so we'll start with that, 101 and 63. All right. So we position the siding so the lower part is right along the right side of the door. So that allows the inner part to kind of hinge around as we turn it to give us more open, more width to open. Okay, so yeah, go ahead. I would say just go down.
Oops.
That opens good, like that's enough, eh? I mean, if you go more, you can, but
Yeah.
you might rip that siding, but that's fine. Yeah, so next, what we'll do, we'll do the siding on here too. So we'll measure up do a full sheet, and then we'll
Okay,
we'll
we'll
cut
cut
out.
like, yeah.
That way, when we cut it out, it'll all match up, right?
Okay.
So.
From the bottom to where?
Right to the, well, you know what, to about here.
Okay, so that's
Just, well, actually, we can stuff it up a bit in here.
Yep.
So you can go almost right to the top.
When it's going, okay.
Yeah. So measure from the top down. It'll be easier.
So take one measurement up.
Yep.
So this is
107?
107.
That's good. 107. Okay.
107.
Yep. And then here, measure from there.
Mula questa mommy. So 85.
Hold on a sec. Let's 107 to, let's do 83. Okay? Because it'll
Okay.
just have a bit of reveal, like just like it does over here.
83.
Yep.
So 107, 83.
You got it. Okay, on the egg door, I'm going to take off 4 centimeters on this side. That'll allow us to put our hinges on so the door will swing like this. Yeah, that's fine. So for the egg door, we're going to do just like we did to cut out the egg door. We're going to just do the same thing because we have to put supports in the back. So he'll hold it, I'll go back there and trace it, and then I'll know where I can put those supports. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
Good.
Yep. Okay.
107.
83.
3.
So this is going to be below here, so I can't have any of the supports like this here, So what I'm going to do is just measure this, and then I'll just cut the boards to fit there to allow something to screw the hinges into. Okay, so this is the egg door. I've screwed down the one board that I've cut to length, just slightly above that line. Next, I'm going to just place this one, and then I'm going to flip the board over. Slide that back into place, like so, and then I will trace that line, and then cut this off, because that is the piece I do not need. Okay, so that's my cut piece, that's the scrap, and I'll just screw this into place, and then the egg door is complete. So what I did for the back panel door here is I just pulled it off, flipped it around, so this is the back side. We're going to put some framing on it. This is 20 by 100. So I just got a scrap piece here. I just traced my marks on either side, and then I've just made the two measurements on either side. So I need to cut a 96 centimeter piece here, which will run top to bottom, and same for the opposite side, and then a 37.5 centimeter piece, which will go in between the two, and that'll allow a little extra strength for the door, as well as a point we can attach our hinges to. Now, the measurements might differ based on your door size, but just as long as it's flush or close to it with the edge of the door, you should be fine. So that's the back door completed, and it'll just go into place here, like so. So you're just going to want to have that where it's flush with the outside back panel here. And when you're installing it, you want to maintain about a 6 millimeter gap on the right hand side over here and on the bottom. And then you're just going to attach your hinges here, and the door will swing open like so. So if you want to just check the level on this side, you hold that, how's that? Kind of up a bit. Go up. Okay, you got it? That, okay, we got to actually come down a bit because this is hitting here. Okay, like right there.
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, how close are
We're
we?
pretty close?
Pretty close.
Okay. You know what I'm
It's
going to
just
do?
within the line.
Okay, don't move.
Yep.
those two in. Okay. So you can go around the other side.
Yeah.
And then you just push like
Okay,
you did.
yeah, you follow those.
I'll follow the marks. Yep. Just gonna get this started, and then I'll put the hinge on. Okay, here we go. Just tighten them. All right. Yep, let's see what we got. Whoops. Oh, it was your finger. I wondered what was stopping it. Sorry. How does it check on the inside there? How do you, does it look clear? Is it really close anywhere? Looks good?
So,
I mean, it's big opening here. That's okay, because this will cut the siding. This is our egg door now. It'll fit into place like that when we're doing the hinges. We just want to make sure this side is tighter. We'll just attach our hinges here. Once we've done that, we'll put this piece of siding on, and we'll cut out the egg door off of that siding as we measured for the hole, and then put the siding onto the egg door. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead.
that's cool, I agree.
You screw it, yeah. I think I can hold this one. Good? Yep. Perfect. So I'll hold it. You
Screw the top.
screw it. Yeah, we'll just get it in place here first. Yeah, just throw one right there for now. How are you? Good. Okay, and then just so now we're just going to do the same thing and just attach that. Okay? So just line it up. And leave a little gap so it doesn't bind. Okay. Now you won't be able to attach like right along the bottom because if you do, the door won't close. Okay. Right? Because the screws will stick out. So just, you can do about here. So I want to throw one there. Actually, do it right on the edge. Work across. That's probably a little too low. Yeah. Let's go in between that screw right here. So then just secure that completely, but that looks good, eh? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Alright, that's in. Okay, so we gotta do the latches now. So for the door here, we just have to cut away the siding. Do you have the marker? I'll just mark it. Yeah, yeah. You just, a lot of times you can just score it, and then it'll just break. Okay. Pardon me? Yep. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's do this corner now. You want me to do it? Is it easier? So that's, just leave that like that for now. And here. You think? Okay. Yep. Those ones? No, don't use those. Huh? No. Does this not fit? Oh, they won't go all the way through. No, no. Just make sure it works. Perfect. Yeah, let me just open it all the way. Just make sure it doesn't bind too bad over there. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. That's better. Look at that, man. Okay, 2 working doors. That's good.